Alright everybody, welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4. So, Brazil is absolutely full of Italians and Brazilians. A little strange, but I, can't be too mad. So we have these blokes up here, and I call them blokes because they're British. Trying to hold out, but they won't last against the Italians. Those Italians and their spaghetti and all that.
Somebody touch my spaghetti!
Alright, so in just 5 days, actually I think 4 days at this point, we can actually have all of our troops marching into Bolivia. Also, I'm going to change this color to be a blood red because why not? Look at that. Beautiful. It actually looks like all the Italians are leaving. Okay guys, well thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Whoa. Apparently this is where all the freaking British went. They're trying to take back Africa. Screw those guys. Alright, so we just got our 4th research slot. That is fantastic. Let's start getting our improved artillery. I would love to have some just beastly artillery. That would be fantastic. You know what? We're actually going to go for paramilitarism. I didn't think I was going to go for this, but I mean, division training time minus 10%? That's pretty big. Alright, so we're going to get Artur da Costa e Silva. And he is a infantry division attack and infantry division defense. Like, look at that. That's going to be a huge bonus. Luckily, all the guys that are on the Chilean border... By the way, Chile, I just had some good times there in Hitman Blood Money, so make sure to go check out that video. Yikes. Looks like the Chilean fellas should be ready pretty soon. That's funny. The Netherlands capital is actually right here. We don't have any... Unfortunately, we don't have any factories at the moment, but once we take over a couple of these countries, we will. Let's go take over Chile real quick. Activate that. Seriously, all of our troops are just gonna step forward one space, and we will own Chile. Peru wants to offer divisions? Really? Oh, don't tell me Peru's gonna join the Axis. I mean, that's whatever, that's fine. We can take them out later. But sure, we'll accept, I don't care. For some reason, these guys aren't advancing, even though I asked them to, so I guess we'll just do it by hand and have everyone start marching forward. Alright, most of Chile is falling. I like it. And Chile has capitulated. Alright, that was a 3-day war. Looks great. We took a ton more of their infantry equipment. We have so much. Bunch of artillery. I like it. Convoys and fuel. Nice. We do have a bunch of military factories, though. I don't need any more infantry equipment. We have 50,000, and a bunch of it's needed for upgrades, so that's great. So let's start pumping more to tanks and stuff like that. And motorized. Okay, well, it looks like we're gonna have to do Bolivia right now because it's about to expire in 4 days. So hopefully that will go well. All right, declared war on Bolivia. We'll probably hold off on just a little bit. We'll let them know we're at war, but we'll just let the troops surround them. I'm gonna have this troop just start walking up into La Paz. Maybe. Oh, I think those Peruvians and are those Italians again? Are the Italians back? Yep, here come the Italians once again, and some Germans. Maybe you guys should work on your own land. I mean, I'm doing fine. We're just taking over Bolivia. Alright, we just took their capital. That was pretty easy. Now we just need to take Santa Cruz. Oh my gosh, taking La Paz just gave us another, 5 military factories. That's nuts. Actually, I think I might go for the recon company just because it gives us plus 10% movement speed, everywhere. And I think that's important. Oh yeah, we have improved artillery now. Fantastic, let's do that. Now we're going to keep upgrading our artillery. We're going to go for this improved artillery upgrade number 1, which will give us plus 10% to a whole ton of good stuff. So that'll be fantastic. Alright, so we just got our justification for Peru. Hopefully these guys will get up there pretty quick. I think it should last a while. That will last until May, so we have about 2 months to get our troops into position on Peru before the war goal disappears. We'll just go for the doctrine effort now, which will let us get better land doctrine. Yeah, we even have the German Reich over here helping us take over South America. That's great. Oh, there we go. Bolivia has capitulated. That is great news. Hopefully all these Italians will actually, either help me take care of this, or they'll do something about, Africa, because Africa is not going well. Okay, so we can't get our guys to go up to Colombia because, unfortunately, there just isn't enough supply for all these people. So if we could take over this area quick, that would be great. Doesn't look like we're doing too well so far, though. They have a lot of troops. They've brought in a lot of guys. It'd be nice if the Germans could come help us. Well, that's not working. For some reason, they decided that they want to put 9 units in this little area instead of actually putting them, I don't know, in Africa. I'm not sure if we're going to have Peru in time, to be honest. We might have to... I mean, they have so many troops. They have so many troops. That's insane. They have, like, more troops than me. Imagine how many factories they have. Germany wants to give us even more Opel Blitz? Okay. Yeah, I don't think we're going to have enough troops in time for Peru, which is fine. It'll just be some wasted... Yeah, I mean, we could declare war, but they're just going to start pushing out. They have so many troops. On the bright side, we only have 3% left to go for the Estado Novo to disappear. You know, one thing I could actually do is I could take these troops and I could I could have a landing on. I think I'll do that. We'll add them to a new company and we'll just have them. Ooh, yes, we will have a naval invasion. These 7 troops are gonna land across these areas, and maybe we can pull some troops off of the front line. And we'll just surround them. So in about 2 months, we'll be able to start planning for the invasion of that area. It really sucks that we have to expand through the Amazon. There's just not enough. There's just not enough supply here. Okay, let's start with the aviation effort now so that we can actually start getting some air bases because we do not really have any. Now we can start getting our next land doctrine. Look at that. It's going to give us a ton more max speed on our tanks. In fact, it seems like pretty much all of the troops that we want to move just don't have enough supply. In fact, I think I'd rather have that before I have these other factories. Oh, they're sinking our convoys. Rude. How many is that? Let's add that to another army. That's 8 troops. Yeah, I think we could take 8 troops and then have them go to this port. We could have them just go over. Alright, we'll start a naval invasion across from Rio de Janeiro over to Africa using these troops. It looks like Italy is doing really well in this area. They actually like solidified the borders. Same here. It looks like they're just wrapping up. So it looks like the Axis are actually doing well in Eastern Africa. It's just in Western Africa where they're having some trouble keeping their footing. Man, they just have so many troops here. They have 12 troops in this one area. Like, they do not want to give this up. It does look like we need to get some of our boats, though, which we do have, and start having them be in this area of the Southern Atlantic. So it's just in this area. If we can keep this area nice and tight, we'll be great. Alright, so we are currently patrolling in the South Central Atlantic with our fleet, so that'll be good. We almost have our 7 troops up to begin planning for this. We might need to borrow some of the ships to go make sure that this area is safe, but I'm not sure. We might be able to just go. Awesome, we just got fuel refining 1. That's going to be really powerful. I'm also going to want to put that into rubber processing because now that we'll have a synthetic refinery, that'll give us a little bit more oil. Sorry, rubber, because that's what we're really lacking is rubber. On the bright side, it looks like all of these troops are about ready to go over into Africa. Exciting, I know. These troops are almost there. And I think once we get in there, we'll be able to really help the Axis just kind of push back. I'm going to go for this Nero Fusa de Castro for his division training time, minus 10%. Be cool to have faster divisions. It does look like everywhere is limited by artillery, except for the motorized, which are limited by motorized, but... Alright, so I'm going to name this the African Theater of these 9 troops. Once we get a little more space in there, and we have some more supply, I'll probably send over some more troops. Trotsky just survived the assassination attempt. Didn't happen in real life, fellas. It's invasion time. So they're all heading out, and now these guys can actually come in. Let's go for a fighter focus. I'm not really into the bombing at the moment, so we'll just go fighter focus. That's great. So we'll take all these guys that aren't doing anything right now. We'll just have them garrison an area. Alright, so these guys are garrisoning the area that we had some rebels in, so that'll be good. We can lower our resistance and actually get our factors up and running. I didn't realize that it was growing that much. We already have our troops heading over. That's great. Awesome, we just got our recon company, which means we can actually have recon now. We can actually go quickly. Since we're in Brazil, I think we're actually going to go for logistics, just because it's ridiculous. And now we can start putting... I'm just going to start with my infantry. I'm going to edit my infantry and add the recon company. Yeah, we'll do that to all of them because it'll make everyone a lot quicker, and I think that's perfect. We also need to add support artillery to our motorized division, and unfortunately that means that we can't add the recon to cavalry, but they're already pretty quick, so that'll be okay. Okay, so once these 3 troops land, we can start resuming I mean, they just don't have enough supply to move all the troops over, but we have our 2 motorized and our 1 tank. Like, those are going to be very powerful.